Hello, we are the Geeks and the Generous, and we are continuing our ass-kicking lineup for this week with another Hitman, which was this movie was done in 2004, directed by Michael Mann, who also did Heat and did Public Enemies, both pretty good movies. And this stars Jamie Foxx and most notably Tom Cruise in his first ever heel turn in any movie.
And for a split second, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. And Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, you know our feelings on that subject matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Well, I came to this movie via Chris Stuckman, and if he watches this, thank you, good sir. I really love this movie.
And you're a big inspiration to this channel.
Yes.
If ever you want to come along, wait for us to get better equipment first.
Yes. But thank you. How about you? How did you hear from this?
Well, actually, I heard it from you. Yeah, so, I never saw it. I keep seeing it in, Watch Mojo, Looper, and I keep seeing, video essays on, the perfect villain, as Collateral. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And then I hear you're like, oh, we're going to do Collateral. And I'm like, shit. Okay, now's the best time. So, this is probably my first time watching Collateral. So, I'll give my thoughts throughout the video. But I gotta say, this is a 2004 gem.
Yeah.
And I am a big fan of Michael Mann's.
Yeah, and then if you haven't seen Heat or Public Enemies, I suggest you check it out, including you, the audience. But yeah,
I've seen Heat, but yeah.
Yeah, and this year, he's making a movie with Adam Driver about Enzo Ferrari. So, yeah. Did you know
Who's Adam Driver playing?
Ferrari? Like, I think an older version of Ferrari.
He doesn't. Is Adam Driver Italian? Does he have any Italian blood in it?
I wouldn't know.
Neither would I. I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll see.
But yeah, this movie opens up with Vincent and Jason Statham exchanging suitcases. You're like, I wonder what this is about. Who?
Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, Jason Statham was here for 2 seconds and then he was gone. They're like, we have Jamie Foxx, Tom Cruise. Guess what? Jason Statham.
Yeah.
But we kind of lost the budget on Tom Cruise, so we have him for 5 seconds. Make it count.
Yeah, when he said Ruffalo's here for a second, I was like, well, it's not as bad as Jason
Statham.
1 second camera, like, is that fucking Jason? Oh, okay, he's gone. And then you get introduced to Max, who's a cab driver, and he drives around people, and he picks up Amy, who's played by Jada Pinkett Smith. She is a lawyer, and he debates with her about the road they're gonna take. She wants to take this route, but he's like, no, it's too much traffic. I'm gonna take this route. Like, fine. If you're right, good on you. If you're wrong, what if you're wrong? It's free.
The cab rides for free.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, you do see the character, or how Max's character is like. The man is very precise. The man likes to keep things tidy, clean. The man always has a plan. And he talks about his aspirations and his dream of starting a limo company where he would be driving around famous people, because this is set in LA.
Yeah.
And you see him striving towards that job, and him and Jada Pinkett Smith named what was her name again? Anna?
Amy.
Amy?
Yeah.
Was it? I swore it's Annie or something.
Yeah, me too. And then I looked at Google and said, oh, Amy.
Oh, okay. But yeah, him and Jada kind of hit it off.
Sorry, folks, it's Annie. I guess I'm wrong.
But yeah, him and Annie kind of hit it off. I do like it. It's not forced. The man talked about his aspirations and dreams, and the flow of their dynamic was very organic.
Yeah.
There's no love yet. There's none of that bullshit. This is not about that.
Yeah.
But he drops her off. She gives him her phone number. You gotta love how she was like, if you got like a case that you want me to look at, or you want to argue about routes again, hit me up. I was like, damn. See, just be nice and smart and determined.
Yeah.
That's how you do girls.
And then,
And speaking about being smart and determined, here comes Tom Cruise.
yeah, he's on the collision course unknowingly with one of the most dangerous people he'll ever meet, or the deadliest person he'll ever meet.
Yep.
And like,
Which is okay. I'll get to this subject by the end of this review, but it's just a very confusing thing for me. But anyway, we'll go on.
like Tom Cruise is a very charming person at first, and you're like, all right, he's just using his Tom Cruise ways to charm Max. Of like, hey, look, if you're my cabbie the entire night, I'll pay you double what you earn, especially if you get me to LAX on time. It's like, all right, sure, I'll be your cabbie all night.
Yeah. And, yeah, Max is that guy. He memorized everything, like all around LA. He can determine how long it'll take to get from point A to point B. Even the timing of street lights.
Yeah.
So he's that guy. The guy's pretty much perfect timing as a human.
Yeah. And everything is going well until the first hit lands on Max's car. And he's like, what the fuck? Why?
What were the odds,
Yeah.
Like, you could have parked anywhere within that alley, just happen to park at that one where the guy just falls on your cab.
Yeah. He's freaking out, and Vincent's like, calm down. It's fine. Just put him in your trunk. He's like, why? I don't wanna.
I love it that Jamie Foxx was like, Max was like, you killed him. Well, no, my bullets and the fall killed him. I was like, smart ass, alright.
Yeah, and then like as they're driving, he's like, what do you do? Who is this guy? He's like, I don't know. You don't know? You just met him this once and you kill him? It's like, well, if it makes you feeling better, he's a criminal.
Tom Cruise was like, do you want me to get to know the guy first before I kill him? I was like, got a point.
And then like the cops stop him because the victim, busted up his windshield, and they're like, you can't drive around. And Vincent's like, if they pop up the trunk and they see the body, I will kill them. That guy looks like he's married. The other guy looks like he's married with kids. You better choose your words wisely.
Yeah. Like manipulation at its best, isn't it? The guy was already implanting, like, do you see the stakes that's happening right now?
Yeah.
I will take away their lives. That's how much it's... I was like, what the fuck? I love this shit. I love the dynamic between Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise here.
Yeah.
Where this is a very odd way to tell a story. I don't think I've seen anything like this come out before 2004. Where the main character, or our hero, Jamie Foxx, is with the bad guy the whole time. And the bad guy's giving him advice, life advice, how he should take how he should take his life. Call this girl that you just met a while ago.
Yeah.
There's a dynamic between them, and it's personal now once we get to the climactic end. I love that shit.
Yeah.
The whole time, the bad guy's just there. I was like, what the fuck? This is so good. The tension's always high. And you see, like, Tom Cruise just manipulating Max the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and, like, thankfully the cops are called away by Mark Ruffalo, who is, like, Max doesn't know that he's on a path of destiny where Mark Ruffalo is investigating a case and one of his leads just disappears. And there are signs of, like, oh, something horrible has happened. There's no body, but there's a smudge on the floor, there's a broken window, and there's bullets. Equates to something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to victim number 2, and then Vincent handcuffs Jamie Foxx's hands to the steering wheel, and he's like, well, none of this is negotiable. You stay here. I'll take care of business.
Man, and then, well, Jamie Foxx tries to get attention from the surrounding people. Yeah, there was this dialogue at the beginning with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx where if you were in like a train station and somebody just flatlines right on the seat, would anybody notice? That's how dead this city is.
Yeah.
Like, that's how disconnected everybody is. Which showed when Max was trying to call for help.
Yeah. Also, I love how like Max's boss is calling and he's like, "The cops told me you were in an accident. You're liable." And then Tom Cruise is like, "No, you tell him he's liable." And he tells him that, and he's like, "Bullshit! I'm gonna take this out of your pay." And then Tom Cruise is like, "Why are you harassing this working man? I'm the U.S. attorney. You're taking advantage of a working man. How am I not supposed to get excited?"
Did you see the face of Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Where he saw once he like folded it out and talked to the like he saw the like lawyer thing.
Yeah.
When he saw the name, he was like, "Fuck." Like he knows her.
Yeah.
And they were talking about like, "Oh, this girl gave me her number a while ago."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Shit. Okay, made up name, but I am an attorney." I love that hint. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Like I had to replay it. Once I found out by the end, we will talk about it. I had to rewind. I was like, so good, such a good movie.
Tell your boss to shove this cab up his ass, and he does that. Exactly that. Like, at least if in another universe, if he was a good guy, at least Max knows that Vincent has his back.
You know what's odd though? For 2004, I'm surprised no like alpha male dude bro took Vincent as an influence.
Right?
Yeah, like we got Brad Pitt within the Fight Club. We got like Tommy Shelby and Peaky Blinders. Nobody ever like took up like I don't want you guys to be around, but I'm like surprised that there is none.
Yeah, like again, he's one of the characters where like, I worship at this guy's feet. Who? Max? No, Vincent. Rick. You need help.
Yeah, he seems that kind of character.
Yeah.
So I'm very surprised that nobody like took up his persona.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to be Patrick Bateman.
Also,
Like, do you want to pick the serial killer over the hitman?
it's a tough choice.
No, it's not.
I mean, morally speaking, it's like I rather pick neither. I'd rather be a good citizen of the world.
Good point. Okay, good point.
Do you need help, Joe?
Maybe.
But no.
I hide my Sigma male affirmation videos.
Oh God. But yeah, as Vincent's doing his business with hit number 2, like Max attracts attention by these two gangsters that take
They're just muggers.
that like take Vincent's briefcase. And then Vincent comes out and is like, "Yo, homie, is that my briefcase?" It's like, "Why? Give me your wallet." And he just disarms the guy, shoots him twice, and then shoots the other guy like thrice, and just finishes the first guy with a headshot.
I love that shit. And it was one shot, too.
Yeah.
That shit was so fucking good. If John Wick continues on, like, part 5, please get Tom Cruise as the next bad guy that comes after John Wick.
Maybe
That shit would be so badass.
Wouldn't it be wild if they were in the same universe? No, never mind. He's dead by the end. Never mind.
Or things.
Hey man, if Coleman can be stabbed in the heart and still live, sure.
As long as he don't move, but okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it's open-ended. Like maybe they do get him in time. Who knows? But yeah. Hit number 3 is in a jazz club with this guy Dennis. He's talking about how he became a musician, how he never really took off, even though he wanted to. He just stayed in this level all his life, and he talks about his inspirations.
Yeah, and if you look into it, that's pretty much Max.
Yeah.
Max saw himself. That's why he sympathized the most within all the hits that Vincent was doing. This is the one guy. His name's like Daniel or something.
Yeah, Daniel. Sorry.
Not sure. Anyway, this is the guy that he related to the most because his story sounds exactly like Max's story, where
Yeah.
this guy is working within a job he doesn't really like, but he's good at, to reach a goal or an aspiration that he has set for himself. But this is what Max will be.
Yeah.
He'll never amount to anything. He'll never take off. He'll never reach that dream because he stayed in his pocket. And it's sad to say, he didn't make it.
Yeah, like Vincent says, like your friends from Cartagena say hi. He's just like, oh.
But yeah, there's a point where they're like, how do you know about Cartagena? And Vincent pretty much gave him like a pop quiz.
Yeah, on Miles Davis.
Yeah. And sadly, he got a tiny bit of detail wrong and got shot in the head. I don't think he would have made it either way.
I like the detail where he gets shot in the head and Vincent catches him.
Just catches his head and then makes it look like he just fell out drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit.
This movie it's not fast, but it's not slow either.
Yeah.
It's a beautifully paced movie. Fuck shit, thank you for introducing this shit to me.
Yeah.
I can't give it enough praise. Probably one of my new favorite movies.
You're welcome. Max's boss calls again and he's like, your mom's calling. It's like, can you tell her that I'm busy? He's like, I'm not part of her family, man. You tell her. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's. We do get to the. That's an odd thing too. Like our hospitals don't have that. We don't have like a flower shop nearby.
Yeah, but like meanwhile, Detective Fanning discovers like all the victims have the same wounds. Like,
oh yeah, they have like the same shot pattern.
Yeah,
it's always a double tap to the chest and a double tap to the head.
This is similar to like an incident, like I guess a while back, where a cabbie went mad and started killing people out of nowhere and then killed himself. It's like similar pattern. Interesting. And like, yeah, they go to the hospital and it's like, Max, get your mom flowers. It's like, why? Like, she doesn't want it. She doesn't deserve it. And he's like, she carried you in her womb for 9 months.
No, she didn't say she didn't deserve it. He was more of like, it's a waste of money, and like to her it'll mean nothing.
Yeah.
But of course, Vincent gives him the whole mom spiel.
Yeah.
Like I carried you for 9 months, kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it has to be.
And then like it plays out exactly what Max says. Like she doesn't really care for the flowers until he tells her like, look, I didn't get you flowers. He did.
He did. And to him, it was like, oh, it's beautiful, it's wonderful.
Yeah. And you find out that he has been lying to his mom. Like, no, I do have my limo company all figured out. I am operating it right now. Then Vincent's like, really? Interesting.
Yeah. And what gave Max the idea to grab the briefcase and toss it into the street?
He was just done with Vincent.
But what was his plan after that? Really? the super assassin, once you like mess with his shit, you really think he's not gonna kill you?
That's why when he threw the briefcase, he's like, oh no.
Yeah, he's like, what have I done?
Yeah. And then that's where he's like, you know what? You go in this club and you tell them you lost the list. You pretend to be me. And he's like, Stan's like, how long have you worked? How do you do what you do? How much do you get paid? And he's like, stop stalling. You go in right now.
Yeah. But like, Vincent does give him a little bit of information just so he can fake it till he makes it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like, Detective Fanning and like the FBI are watching because Vincent's boss is like the head honcho, or like the main guy who gives him the list.
Felix.
Felix.
Yeah.
Who's played by
Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, who are these people? Why have I not watched this movie any sooner?
Yeah, and he goes to Felix and he's like, I lost the list. And he's like, from my home country, people love Santa Claus. Do you believe in Santa Claus? No. But who they really love is Black Peter. who gets rid of the naughty children.
Fuck,
And
it was Pedro.
yeah, well, basically it's the same name.
Really?
Pedro is Peter, in English. I just won't say the full Spanish name because, out of context, it sounds like a slur.
It does. It
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, got you.
He's like, so if Pedro comes to Santa Claus and says, "I lost the list," how fucking furious do you think Santa Claus would be? And you see like Felix's bodyguards start to reach for the guns. He's like, "You should tell the guy behind me to let go of his gun." He's like, "What?" "Should tell the guy behind me to let go of his gun. Otherwise, I'm gonna take it and beat his bitch ass to death with it." The guy's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay. Fuck, right. Forgot. This is the super assassin that we've sent to kill these targets.
Yeah,
And you gotta love it. Like, Jamie Foxx did an amazing performance. Just faking being an assassin.
yeah,
I love that shit. I really did. And he started, like, quoting what Vincent was saying throughout their entire cab journey.
yeah.
And I was like, I love that shit. So good.
Gets him the new list, and there's two more people. One's in the club, and on the way to the club, they, both Max and Vincent just talk about their lives. Like, Vincent's like, makes up a story about his dad, like, "Oh, he was a drunk and I killed him." "I'm kidding. He died of liver disease." "I'm sorry." "No, you're not." Also asks, like, "So when are you gonna put this thing together?" It's like, I'm working on it. You've been a cabbie for 12 years. That's more than temporary. Max, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, again, it's just odd where the bad guys, like, get your life, like get your shit together, man.
Yeah, and then, like, as this is going on, you hear a very good song by Audioslave. You're like, I'm adding this right now.
Oh, yeah, the coyote scene.
Yeah,
And I love the whole video essays on it where, like, the whole coyote thing was supposed to represent Vincent and, like, shit. And I was like, I'm not gonna give the whole spiel about it. If you guys want to look it up, look up video essay on Collateral. It's pretty good.
yeah. And, like, he goes to the club, and you can tell where John Wick gets its inspiration from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This shit was so good. Again, I'll say that the entire time we're doing this review. The tensions were high, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, was Max supposed to kill the Korean guy?
Max, you mean Vincent?
No, because, like, he was saying walk 15 feet and then turn left like 3 feet.
Yeah, and if you wander away, I'll put slugs in innocence.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part.
And then the tension's also higher because the FBI thinks Max is Vincent, and they're convinced that he is Vincent. And except for Detective Fanning, he's like, "This is weird. This cabbie just snaps and kills people. It's not adding up." But they're like, "We got the suspect. We're good."
Mhm.
So they're gonna go and try to either kill or arrest Vincent, or sorry, Max. They think it's Vincent. Well, Detective Fanny's on his way to try to save Max, as Vincent's trying to kill his target. And you're like, you see the scene where people are just enjoying themselves, and Vincent takes out this one bodyguard and just curb stomps him. You're like, holy shit! Why aren't people panicking more?
Yeah. I do love that scene where he does kick in that guy's knee,
Yeah,
like to the side. I was like, ah, shit. I know how that feels.
yeah,
Well, not fully, but I've been kicked there.
yeah. Also, at the same time, Felix has sent men because he sensed something is up with Vincent. He's like, if he does anything funny, you kill him. And so they try to take him out, but Vincent saves Max. And he's like,
Real Vincent.
yeah, real Vincent saves Max, and he's like, "What did you say?" That makes him angry at me. Alright, fuck it.
Mm.
Uh,
And this shit was intense as hell as well. Like, once we got to the club scene, tensions were high from there. Vincent got to kill the Korean guy. They get into the car and they start to drive off.
yeah. I don't know, before that, Max and Detective Fanning get to meet
Oh,
each
right.
other. And then poor Mark Ruffalo gets taken out by Vincent. You're like, well, I guess your time's done.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Max and Vincent just take off, and Vincent gives Max this whole life doesn't matter spiel. You're doing nothing with your life. You climb up, pretty much insulting him, and then Max just snaps. It starts driving faster and faster.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Vincent, you better fucking slow down. Fucking shoot. As you said, life doesn't matter.
Right?
I was like, oh god, no.
Oh, going back a bit to like the first hit when he's being worked out up on one guy, Vincent's like, have you heard of Rwanda? Do you know thousands have been killed? And Max is like, I don't know any Rwandans. You don't know that guy? Why are you being worked up about this one guy when thousands of people have been killed all over the world? He's like, he's out of line, but he's right, Max.
that meme does.
Yeah.
Did perfectly.
But yeah, Vincent and Max a crash, and Vincent's just like, well, that was brilliant, and he escapes to his last target, and then Max just surrenders to the cop because he's like, you've been in an accident, but the cop sees the body of hit number one. He's like, oh fuck, you murdered someone.
Probably one of the nicest cops I've seen in movies.
Yeah, he's very understanding. The cop asks Max if he's okay because he's been in an accident, which is procedure, and then he sees the body. He's like, well, I need to arrest you now. You're a murder suspect. And then as he's being arrested, Max sees on the laptop that the last hit is Annie. He's like, oh fuck, I need to do something about this.
Annie isn't okay, I'm sorry.
And then he cuffs the cop, and the cop's pretty nice about being handcuffed to the door. He's like, you know what? I'll just lay here and take it.
I was like, he got the gun. Handcuff myself. I got you.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I could try to raid you reinforcements, but I won't. You do you, buddy.
It's so odd though. Like Max runs off. He's like, oh, go to this address. Call the cops.
Yeah.
Handcuffed.
Yeah. He's like, but I'm fuck. All right. Do what you gotta do. I love how he steals the cell phone. The guy's like, hey, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And then he calls Annie, and then he's like, hi, someone's after you. He's gonna kill you. And Annie's like, this isn't funny. No, he's sent by Felix. And he's like, how do you know about Felix? Max,
Right.
what do you know?
But again, it's just no stupid. Well, I mean, I could feel the urgency of the scene.
Yeah.
But there's no stupid here's the entire explanation of the whole fucking movie, while the guy's 2 floors beneath you.
Yeah.
Nah. He's like, I just can't explain right now. Please just follow what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and the tension's high because you think Vincent's on the same floor for better. Like, you better wrap this up, Max. Just shut up and tell her to go.
Yeah, but thankfully she was 2 floors up within the library.
Yeah.
And shit was just a horror movie from there.
Yeah.
Max sees that he's rummaging through her office. He immediately bolts out. And he's like, "Oh fuck!" He knows where you are.
Yeah.
Hide and get out now. And he cuts the serial killer style.
Yeah, Vincent takes out the power.
Yeah, and a scene from Jurassic Park where you just see the silhouette behind transparent glass doors.
Yeah.
Vincent walking past.
You're like, I never knew Dead by Daylight could be this hardcore, but shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, well, Vincent as a new murderer in Dead by Daylight, that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And then he does get to Annie, and she's begging for her life, and then Max confronts Vincent. He's like, what are you going to do about it? And then Max shoots his ear, like, that's a lucky shot.
Mm-hmm. And they bolted, and Max really does try to elude Vincent's tracks, but
Yeah.
Vincent is very smart.
He can
He's
beat Tom Cruise in a running contest.
No, you see him run through Mission Impossible, but Vincent's really good at tracking for some reason.
Yeah.
The most obvious thing to do is run out the front door, but Vincent was like, no, that's what anybody would do. What would Max do? He knows he's smarter than that.
Yeah.
he goes down the separate route, especially on the train.
Yeah.
where he had to decide it's either that one or that one. Which one's the easiest one to go to? Which Max will not take.
Yeah.
And he makes that last minute decision and climbs on that train. I was like,
That's scary when
shit.
he's in the back. You're like, oh fuck, Max, you better do something quick.
Oh shit! Where he's like opening the doors and you just see him going like this.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Like the other witnesses are just too terrified. Like, that's a bleeding man with a gun. I don't want to get in his way.
Yes. And the whole time Tom Cruise is just like, Max, you know I'm good at my job.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for years.
And then Max is ultimately trapped, and he and Vincent have a shootout where, again, it's just plain stupid luck that he's able to hit a major artery and Vincent, Rick. If this movie ended another way, I would have been like, you know what, that's still
I would have
satisfying.
not been surprised.
Yeah.
Right? Like, shit.
If Vincent
And-
won, I'd be like, you know what, makes sense. Seems fair.
Yeah. But, like, Vincent started to muster up. Okay, this entire train scene was intense as well.
Yeah.
Because they go through like a stop. Vincent immediately goes out and points towards where Max would probably go out. And I was like, really? This is my first time watching it, so I was like, how the fuck do you get out of this situation?
Right? A lot of detail where after the shootout, like, Vincent is just still determined to kill Max, and he just pulls another
Even,
trip.
yeah, like, yeah. But he was like, he got.
Yeah.
But I love it that Vincent, Max pretty much made a whole outline of Vincent's body with the whole mag. And that one bullet's the one that got him.
Yeah. He's like, hey, Max, guy dies in the subway and no one notices. He just dies. You're like, fuck, this movie's
just-
cathartic.
Yeah, it's poetic as well.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing that Vincent was talking about with Max at the beginning of the fucking movie, where you like LA? No, I hate it. I can't wait to get out.
Yeah.
And
Also,
that is the
common
thing he
theme with YouTubers, apparently.
yeah, that is another thing too, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, Markiplier doesn't like it there, Michael Reeves doesn't like it there.
Pokemon doesn't really like it either.
Yeah, what's up with LA? I thought it was good.
I mean, when we get big enough, let's find out. I'm kidding, I don't know.
I'm good. I'm fine. Like, if I run into Tom Cruise, fuck.
But yeah, that's essentially the end of the movie. You don't really know what happens to Max or Annie.
Yeah, it's very open-ended.
Yeah.
Vincent's left dead on the subway, and I don't know if it's a happy ending for either of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Felix will send more. Does he send fucking Jason Statham after them?
Good point. You have a good point.
Yeah.
Could be dead as well, because Felix can send another guy
Yeah.
to pretty much tie up loose ends.
Yeah.
Never thought of it that way. Shit.
But yeah, this is a very good movie and one of my favorites. Like, I go back to it as often as I can. Whenever it's on Netflix, I'm like, I have to watch it again.
I have to watch this with my friends, because they do love, like, we do have like movie nights. I'm gonna recommend this. So it's so good. It's so rewatchable too.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, what would you rate this movie?
Man, I fell in love. Like, legitimately, I was like, this is so unique, and the plot and the story and the message that it's trying to say, like, it hits me at a right spot. The action, as few as it is, it's when it comes on, it's there. This is a dialogue heavy movie, but when action kicks in, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
And the ending's open ended. We don't know if Vincent's dead or not. Maybe he's faking it. Please be in a John Wick movie. Yeah. We don't know if Max is dead or not by the end of this. We don't know if Annie's dead or not by the end of this. But all I know is that it was a satisfying ending, a little bittersweet, knowing the fact that Max and Vincent did have a bit of a relationship. And sadly, that's where their destinies paths crossed,
Yeah.
where they had to shoot each other. And I love it. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. Like, Ford versus Ferrari, Collateral's right there.
Hmm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I also can't see giving it any lower number, but so I'll also give it a 10 out of 10 because I do love this movie. I think the characters are amazing, especially Tom Cruise, who definitely steals the show for me. The action is
Mhm.
pretty good, and the philosophy about what Tom Cruise is debating with Max is what makes one of the factors that make this movie very rewatchable.
Mhm.
Uh, so before we end this, I would like to ask, what other actor or actress would you like to see turn heel in a movie?
Yeah. He's been a good guy for a while. I'm trying to think. I was gonna say like Tom Holland, but he had that that
Yeah,
one movie where like the
uh,
devil something.
I would pick Adam Sandler for a gritty hitman movie.
I was gonna say Uncut Gems, but I'm like he's more of a victim than a
Yeah,
bad guy. Uh, I'm trying to think of an actor who, because Henry Cavill played a really good, like he did a really good heel turn in Mission Impossible Fallout.
yeah.
Uh, I'm drawing blank, man. I really am. Like all the good actors I really like Denzel Washington. Wait a minute, he was also a bad guy in Training Day.
That's true.
Fuck. Yeah, man, I got nothing. I really don't. Wait, Robert Downey Jr. How about that?
Ah,
Have you seen him as a bad guy?
not fully.
Not
Unless you
fully.
count Civil War. It depends on whose side you're on, really.
Simple. Good point. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I would love to see Robert Downey Jr. play a bad guy, and if he did, and we don't know the movie, leave it down in the comments below.
Yeah, but that's been our video on Collateral. What do you guys think? What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie? Please comment down below. If you want to catch more of us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. You can also find us at Facebook at facebook.com/geeksanddegenerates. We react to trailers, stream video games, and about our lives from time to time. We also have a Spotify and TikTok under the same name. Spotify to hear us on the go. Maybe you are traveling the traffic-induced roads of LA and you need to chill and listen to us. TikTok to see our best and funniest moments. Individually, you can find me at KennyOffice1995 on IG and Twitter. How about you?
You can find me at JohnGOM_ on Instagram. That is my art account.
And that's all the time we have for this video at least. We'll see you all on the next one. Bye everybody.
Ciao.